Hi guys, so this is my finished November makes video, vlog, video. I didn't actually get everything done. If you read my written blog, you'll know that we had an interesting week to say the least. So yes, so not everything got done, but a couple of extra little bits did get done, which is good. And yes, I'm very excited. So I'll start off with what I'm wearing. I am currently wearing, and oh yeah, we've completely moved the living room round. So I actually think you're going to be able to see like the full make rather than just like a portion of it. So I'm sat on the floor, but we've moved everything round, so hopefully you'll be able to see everything. So I'm currently wearing the Tilly and the Buttons Coco, the top, but I have hacked it into a hoodie. Well, there wasn't really much hacking really, I just copied the hood off my dressing gown, put a little band on it. I did have to extend it slightly because I cut my hood a bit short, and added the cuffs, but I think you're supposed to fold them over. I didn't fold them over, and I added a pocket. So if I move back, no, that's still not working. Okay, if I'm like here, okay, so you can sort of see it, it's fine. We'll work on it. So pocket, hoodie, I love it, it's brilliant. I'm feeling really stuck in it. I've just actually done the housework in it, and it's like a fleecy hoodie, and I'm feeling really sweaty. So this main striped fabric is not pattern matched. It is from Abakhans in Stoke. It was in like a great big bargain bin, and I picked it out because it was really fluffy. And then the grey is from Minerva Crafts, and I think this is a marl. It's called a grey marl. I think it might be a ponderoma, I think, if I'm saying that right. And I didn't have quite enough of either of the fabrics. So the body is striped, the pocket is marl, the hood is marl with a striped band, the cuffs are marl, the main body of the sleeve is striped, and then the shoulders is the marl again, which I love. I love this shoulder detail. I think it looks really cute. And I just really love how it turned out. I'm so pleased with it. I mean, I feel like maybe like the hood neckline could have been better, but I love the fit. I love that it's warm. I love that it's a hoodie, but it's kind of got like a girly vibe to it still. Yeah, I'm just really pleased with it. I'm going to make another one. I have big plans to make another one. My next finished make is this bad boy. This is a wooden advent calendar from Hobbycraft that I then painted, which took me ages, and added the numbers on. It's quite plain and simple, but we tend to go for quite a traditional Christmas at our house, so it'll fit in well with like our decorations and stuff. It's not filled yet. That's a plan for very soon. Although I did realise yesterday I only have to fill door one on day one if I've not got a chance to go out, because it's not like you can open all the doors at once, so I only have to have that day's door filled. So yes, I was very excited to finish this. There's more of a review on it on my blog, but the only thing I'll say is if you're going to get one of these, you need to have patience, because they are fiddly. We actually went to Hobbycraft yesterday, and I said to Ricky, I was like, oh my god, how come that they've managed to do this and this. They've done that thing, like, is it decoupage? That thing where you stick the little bits of paper on things. They'd done that on one that was fiddlier than this, and I was like, I have no idea how they've sat and done that. And then Ricky went to open one of the doors, and apparently to have done that you have to shut all the doors and leave them shut. So yeah, finished. Ready for Santa Claus to be coming. Day number 25. It's happening, people. I also made these. These went on my to make list, but we have two babies that are going to be arriving. One baby's arriving this year and one baby's arriving next year. So 2 taggy blankets just to put in the hampers, backed with fleecy stuff. They're really simple. There is a tutorial for these on my blog. Another baby make is this knitted blanket. I finished knitting it and I did the crochet edge. Oh, it looks quite cute actually with the stripes. I'm quite pleased with that. It's the first time I've ever seen it photographed. The only thing I have to do now is weave in all of the ends. So that'll be a job for tonight when I'm a Celebrities on and I'm having a glass of wine. But yes, I know it's quite small, so some of you are thinking, well, that's not a baby blanket. Like, you can't put a baby under that. The idea is that it's big enough to go over your child when your child's in a car seat, and then you can just dump it in your handbag afterwards. When I had Marcus, I was so sick of carrying around these huge blankets with me, so we had like 2 or 3 little tiny ones, and we just used to tuck them around him in the car seat so it'd be nice and warm in the car, and then when we got inside somewhere, all I had to do was throw it in my handbag, and it wasn't like a massive blanket type thing. So yes, this car seat blanket. I think there's also directions for how to knit this on my blog, or there will be shortly. I also made, well, I'll get changed into this next one, so one tick. So this is the Jersey Aztec top that I said I was going to make. I said I was going to use the starry print. One of Ricky's old t-shirts had like a star print for the main body. There wasn't enough fabric. So the main body is the bottom of an old skirt, and then the pink Aztec-y stuff is from an old dress. And then I had to add this little band at the bottom because it was like a crop top, and I was like, the idea of these is to keep me warm in winter, not to make me freeze. So I was sensible and added a band to keep one's belly warm. The pattern I used was thread count 1607 view B, which is a cardigan, but I just cut the front and back out on the fold, and then you end up with like a nice little close fitting t-shirt really. Yeah, I'd say it's successful. I mean, I'm not like in love with it. It doesn't like make my heart sing the same way that the Coco hoodie does, but it's warm and it does exactly what I wanted it to do, so I can't really complain. And to say that it was made out of 2 items of clothing that otherwise would have been thrown away, I think that's pretty darn good. Next. So this is the thread count 1607, but this is option C, which is the shirt dress. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually still got it on with my jeans because I didn't want to take my trousers off because it is too cold. But I think you get a rough idea. It's like mini sort of length. I usually have it belted. It's cute, it's comfortable. The fabric is from the Craft Cotton Company. It's like this little, I don't know if you can see, tiny black dot on a white background, which is lovely. It presses beautifully and it makes a wonderful shirt. I really, really love it. I think it's one of the best shirts I have ever made. So you can imagine my upset and horror when, within wearing it for the first time, I literally put it on, took some blog pictures, come downstairs, decided to paint some more of the advent calendar, and instead of putting an apron on, I left it, and now there's a little red gloss stain. And for anybody who's unaware, gloss stains don't like to come out, so that has been attacked with pretty much everything that was in my cupboard, and it's faded a lot. I'm trying not to let it bother me that I have ruined yet another shirt that I have spent hours on. I'm starting to think I've got a bit of a shirt curse on the go. So yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm still going to wear it and I'm still going to belt it, because when it's belted you can't really see it. So yeah, I am pleased with it. It went together beautifully. I'm so annoyed that I got gloss in it. I remember painting as well and thinking like I should probably put an apron on because otherwise I'm going to ruin my shirt. And then lo and behold, I ruined my shirt. So yeah, it was good. But yes, I can't think of anything else to say apart from little tip. I ran out of interfacing and didn't have any for my collar stand. And obviously you want your collar stand to be stiff because otherwise it doesn't quite look right. So I sewed on a piece of grosgrain? It's spelt grosgrain, but I think it's called grosgrain. Why put the S in? Ribbon, and it just it basically acts as an interfacing and stiffens it up. So yes, that's what I did with this, because I ran out of interfacing and was like, oh, but I want to sew. So I just did it anyway. Yeah, I had so much fun sewing this. I should really sew more shirts. I'm sort of wanting like a blue denim chambray sort of thing, like something a bit lighter, but yes, I'm very pleased with it, even if I did ruin it. So the things I didn't make were anything out of the denim. That was it really. The only thing that got pushed to one side was the denim, and that was because I just desperately wanted to make sure I got that right, and towards the end of the month I've not really been in like the headspace for doing stuff. So yes. And the other thing I finished was this. You're going to recognise the backing. So this is a baby quilt. My brother and his wife are expecting their third child at the end of December. We're very excited. She looks very, very healthy, which I was quite surprised at when I went and saw them. I was like, oh my gosh, you look so healthy. Because normally women get to like the end of the pregnancy and they're like, oh, kill me now. Well, at least I was. I look like a mess. But she looks very healthy, and yeah, so obviously a baby quilt had to be made. So this is I just was calling this like a little spiral thing that I was doing, and apparently the actual technique is like a log cabin. So this is like I'm going to call it like a poor man's log cabin, because to do a log cabin you have to like switch colours, and I just sort of sew all my colours together and then go. But it turned out really cute. You get sort of like a light to dark effect, and it is backed with more stripy fabric. So me and the baby are going to match, which is quite nice. But mainly I just wanted to back it in it because it's really, really fleecy. It's like not as thick as some of the other blankets that I've made, probably because it's like a fine knit that's backing it, but it is really, really soft and squishy. So I hope they like it. I think they will. The baby's got one of these, and then its elder brother and sister have both got patchwork cushions, because I was a bit like, oh no, I'm leaving out its elder brother and sister. But no, they have patchwork cushions, so they'll be just fine. The baby can have its blanket. And I went for like a blue and white and purple scheme, because I figured that's good for a boy and a girl, right? It's so hard when people don't know what they're having, because it's just like, oh my god, but what do I do? Like, find out. You've not been considerate at all. So yes, I got lots done, even if the month did take a bit of a turn for the worst. And yeah, that's it really. I'm sorry if I've been a bit scatty today. I did not sleep last night because my little boy was up coughing all night. And when I mean say all night, I mean all night. Like, I've never got out of bed so much in my life. So if anybody has any top tips on how to stop a child coughing all night, please hit me up in the comments. Like, seriously, like, let me know your secrets. If there was something that like your great aunt Marjorie used to do whenever she had a cough, please let me know. So far we've been doing cough syrup, Vicks Vapor Rub on his chest and on his feet, and like Calpol, and just drinking lots. But he's really coughing, and he's making himself cough more and more and more and more by getting stressed out about the fact that he's coughing. So yes, if you have any top tips, hit me up. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, or do both. You can like it and then subscribe, and then you get to see me more often. And if there's any videos that you'd like me to make, please let me know in the comments. I am going to do a pattern test drive review of this pattern as soon as I've had more than like 3 minutes sleep. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll link to everything below. Bye!